I'm gonna try to make a tutorial for the third episode. I don't know if I have a correct save. I guess this should do the trick. So yeah, we are here at the end of episode 2, and usually here I just make sure that I release all of my keys, and then around this point I start holding right and run. So if I do that, we basically always keep these press any key transition saves a tenth of a second. Really doesn't matter, but yeah, so here release, I have to shoot a few shots because it fastens the animation, and that's it. And here just a little jump on this. We need to shut this one B because it's in the way, and usually just we have to be really quick because otherwise this turtle is in this way. Also, you also have to kill this bee, and here we either butt stomp, or which is theoretically faster, but it requires weapon is TNT. So around this part, I rushed through it, I know. So here you go down either way, you go to the right, and here is basically two methods which are known. Either you go through this platform from below and double jump up here, or you jump on this platform and double jump up here. As you have saw before, a single jump sometimes is enough, but not always, because the game messes with us. From this platform maybe it should be okay. So also you might saw here that there's a little RF boost. In this part, it doesn't save much time, it's not even necessary. Here you kinda kick. Now I stopped the time for a split second, so it did not work that way, but here just reach either platform and you kick, not a boosted kick like you could kick with an RF boost like here, but it doesn't save time because you get stuck on this little wall. So just a normal kick should be enough, and then just press jump, and we do here a trick which we don't implemented before, so I'm just gonna show it. We can double jump, it has some height, but if we also shot me with one rocket, then we can reach this platform with a double jump. Otherwise we would have to use this, or I don't know. There are plenty of other methods, but this is nice and easy. And then I guess I'm gonna make a save on the middle of the level, because this is like the first half. And otherwise the first half is the hard part, so that shooting that bee is also very important and quite difficult. So we are here. One thing. Oh, I guess I'm was the wrong place there already, but let me just try again. Shot, go up, boost, shot. So here we can either jump up just or implement this spring. Either way works. Jumping is slightly faster, but not a huge difference. And it's very important that you don't jump here, because you can get stuck here and there's no way out, so you soft lock in the game. Here you just... yeah, okay. I don't know here. I guess normal movement should work. Here you must just shot and shoot through everything. So it's not doesn't really have to use much brain here. Here it's important that you time really well this ride, because it's easy to, if you pray too early you get into this wall, if you late then this wall gonna stop you. So that's a really precise part of the movement, but nothing special. You just run onto this platform and you can actually slow down a bit here, because you would just run into this wall, but you really just have to slow down a little bit and then it won't be an issue. Like my timing wasn't correct, and if you mess it up, like I don't know, let me guess, I run into that wall and I would mess it up, then there's a save that you just get here and quickly shoot one rocket, so it boosts you. You don't lose that much time. If you need a backup. Yeah, and I say this is finicky. Okay. One last attempt. I can't get it. Here we go. Here you shot through these blocks, obviously, and it's usually the best way to deal with this just to go to the ceiling and shot there, because otherwise it can happen that you get stuck between two, I don't know, layers, and that's suboptimal. So here you really just run, shot. There would be bees around, I don't know, this part, but we killed them before. And if we wouldn't have killed them before, then they would attack us and they are unavoidable. So even the test has to kill them and take a little detour. Here you just run, double jump, shot through, and here we go. Okay, next level. Here you jump, kind of feel-based. Normally you want to double jump over this platform. You can do without a double jump. I usually try to do without a double jump. Let me try again. But it saves very little time and it's more difficult. Okay. Yeah. So I would recommend double jump there. Here you jump here and... Hello! So... You jump here and just run through, jump here to trigger that B and... Nice. So the one important thing with this part, that if you want to pull off this trick, that first you have to reach the floor and then reach the pole. If you hit the pole from the air, it will either work or not work. So sometimes the glitch is not activating there. And one more thing, that if you, I don't know, mess up this part and you stop here, then it will look like that. Oh wait, there are no bees, because they are too late. They already had some moving pattern and they had to finish it first. So if you, I don't know, mess up here, like I don't know, like this, then you can run to this edge and you can pull it off this trick again. So here usually I just use up all of these weapons because it's kinda unnecessary. You can go down in the platform just by holding jump, and here you put one TNT there and it will finish the bee. Otherwise, let me just quickly show, the bee would harass us here and we don't want that. So yeah, that's about it. Let me just put it here. You can get out of walls by mashing the down button. And I won't show this too many times because it's not very friendly for your hand to do this a lot of time. Okay, so here we need a little double jump to not fall into that pit, like this. And here we have one last boost, but I did not get it. It's frame perfect, so it's pretty whatever. I won't get it. Maybe I will after 20 tries, but it's not necessary. So next level. One interesting level fact about the next level, that it's the only level in the game where you actually started going left. So yeah, here you just go left, and I won't really have any saves during this level because it manipulates the platforms. I have to do it in one go. Here, double jump, and it's very important that you don't turn around before before reaching that wall. Because if I would turn around, I don't know, I was way too early, but oh, I can't do this. Whatever. Let's try once again. So then the character actually waits a little bit and then turns around. But if you hold left, hit a wall, and then turn around, then there is no wait. Like this. Here you actually don't need a toaster to blow up the TNT, because the TNT has that quirk that if the TNT feels that, oh, something is shootable here, then it activates. So you just, for the first try, you just hit the double jump, I don't know, jump key and the TNT at the same time, and that's it. So it's really it's the easiest TNT boost here. One TNT, and here you just double jump and run. Really nice and easy. Down. Here, let me show. So we use another boost. There are basically two methods, but one is pointless, and I will tell later why one is pointless. So either you just hold down, shoot, and then release down after, but you don't wait a lot. Oh, or I don't know, let me just show the other method as well, like here. Or you can also get a boost if you quickly press right, but like this, but this level is cycle based, so you don't need to do that, because you won't get any faster with the current strats. There is another strat which saves a second, but I don't go for it. So just this boost. Oh, I never miss it. And we want to reach that platform which I missed now. But I guess I just... yeah, okay, one thing I forgot about that. We get here and we don't jump after this, we just run on this platform and here we jump. And if we miss the platform, then we can do this, but the intentional way is something like this. Jump, jump, jump. It's quite tricky to kill the turtle, but that's about it. And here we go. And the first half, the next level, is also cycle based, but it's a tough cycle to reach. So it's like half of the time I don't get it, so it's not that big of a deal. And this is one of the hardest levels to pull off like perfectly. So here, 2 boosts, and we want to get hurt on that eye because later we want to rush through these, I don't know, and we don't want to get hurt on the turtle. We want to rush through these blocks later. We use these boxes to align, and basically if you would just do this normally, I don't know, then the rockets push you away, but we don't want that. So it's faster to get hurt and then use the iframes to to run through these blocks. As these are 4 blocks, this I take a bit more time. Okay. There are 2 cycles. This is the first cycle, or 3 maybe. First cycle, and if we mess up, then there is mid cycle. And if you mess up really bad, then we lose 4 seconds, and we call this a slow cycle, but this is the fast cycle. Okay. And when we reach this platform, we want to jump on this, like at the end of it, because it's not very intentional, but if we would just, I don't know, run, then here are some fans, or I don't know, I guess that these are fans, they look like fans, and they push you up. But when you are already high, then they won't push you, and you without jump you would hit the wall. I don't know, here with jump, but without jump much higher, so that saves time. If you jump here, double jump, these are some very stupid eyes, so here another double jump, jump and rush through. And here we have also have 2 different methods to deal with the later part. Method 1. This is difficult because you don't really have much space, and what I recommend is just pushing down and bust on through these blocks. But if you want to save a little bit of time, I don't know why, then hold shoot, because by shooting and falling, your character have a little bit smaller hitbox than without shooting, and just get through like something like this. Okay. Oh, I really made a save on a silly place, and okay. But if you mess it up, you lose like time like this, so usually just holding down. And so here is this stick. I don't know what is this, but here's one thing. If you're on the middle of it, then you won't get high. If you're on the side of it, then you get really high. So here you have to time your jump so you hit this part of this stick. I don't know. I realize that I don't know this thing's name on any language I know, so I guess I will call it stick from now. So jump as soon as you can. These eyes are kinda important to shut down, because if I miss the jump, one double jump can save, because if you don't kill them... Oh, I messed it up. I don't know. That wasn't my plan. But if you get hurt here, you lose control. I'm gonna hold right. Nothing happens. So there's a bug in the game that if you get hurt while teleporting, then you lose control over the character until you reach floor. So you shut this down. Here I would recommend using one TNT and then just shut through these blocks. And here you also can use one RF boost to go down. To optimize your speed, there's a possibility for, yeah, I forgot about one little thing, really not a huge thing, that you want to already hold down and right and run already when you are in the tube, so when you reach the vine, here you release it instantly. Not a big deal. Okay, jump, jump, and here's an RF boost. Okay. What about the next level? The next level is quite tricky. The weird thing is that this threat was known, I don't know, almost 20 years ago. It was found almost 20 years ago, but it's still very precise, so it's not easy. But if you align with the end of this wall and you make a very precise double jump, then there's an invisible wall here where you can stand on, and also a wall above you, so you have to jump as late as you can. And also the double jump has a, I don't know, 2-frame window, 3 maybe. And here you should jump a little bit to really I don't know, reset your double jump status and double jump up here and clear out. So this thing is not very overcomplicated, but precise. So it always will be difficult. It's just precise. That's because it's. But if you find it's really inconvenient, there's an alternate strat. I don't know. If I will play with Jazz, then I will have to do the same with this. So you can go up with TNTs, but you have to wait for a few seconds because with iframes you cannot do that. I jumped too early. This should work. And you really want to hit this little hook, which is also kind of precise. Double jump, double jump. Rush through this part, and here you want to kill these. I guess they are called helmets. I don't know why. So with bouncer weapon, so it's kind of good if you mash or I mash F2 and shunt instantly, because when I get it, we get Electro Blaster, and Electro Blasters are really not effective weapon to kill enemies, but they are very useful for something else. I can show it on the next level, and I used up a bit too much bouncers, but I guess it's okay. Do I have water? Yeah. So on the next level, there's an exploit which doesn't really save time, but it's much easier to pull off than to play the level perfectly. So and it has the same speed. So I want to show that first, but I haven't did this in years, I guess. So it's really not that difficult. The ending is difficult. You wanna get hurt. Usually at this platform. Then I don't know. Maybe there. I have no idea. Then I don't know, somewhere around here. But I guess if you check, I don't know, binary blobs speedrun or dominators, then you can see the exact spot. Because I don't remember. Or you can run through this part. It's not much faster. Maybe a few tenths, but by doing this you can collect more rockets, so on the end of the day it's faster. And it's when you are going for this threat, it is important to get hurt once, because then you can run on the right side. Yeah, here we go. I will try it. I have no idea how to do that warp strat. Sorry, I haven't done this in... But you wanna collect, I guess, all of these rockets. Or you can, I don't know if you want to. And here you pull, jump, and just get here. And run, and you lose iframes here. Okay. You can have one boost here, one boost here. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, this part is tricky if you go for this, so you wanna hold down, because it makes this getting up process a bit faster if you push down when you reach this, I don't know, or this. Maybe with this platform, otherwise you won't reach it. But if you're like almost in the ceiling, then and you just flick the down key, then you get through it. Also, the non-that-warp strat has a lot of micro optimizations, but it's not that big of a deal. We use Seeker usually to finish these ghosts, because they would go into our way. And here, as I said before, we jump. We can jump here and we double jump, or just use the platform, either way works. And here we are. We switch to Electro Blaster, and we run on this platform and shot. And with that we can get the power up for rocket. This stands for boss strats, and it's very important later, because that weapon has the highest damage amongst all of them and saves a lot of time. Oh, come on. This level is difficult. Basically, I would say that the bottleneck for world record is the second half of episode 3. This is this category has 2 really difficult parts, or 3, I don't know. I haven't really decided on that before, but the first difficult part is the second half of episode 1 with the 4 wall clips in a row, and the second really difficult part is the second half of episode 3. Maybe it's not that difficult if you go for the death 4, but the tube 2 fast cycle and the medieval 1 jump, these are difficult tricks. And you can't really do anything else. Oh, there's one thing I've absolutely forgot about. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna make a save. If you go for that 4, then you can't really get hurt anywhere. So around here, then just butt stomp and then you can get through this part. Let me say I pick up this carrot. It's an interesting thing. If you butt stomp, I mean if you can butt stomp, and then you get iframes too. Maybe I'm doing it on the wrong place, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm doing it on the wrong place, but sorry. But you can do this too. Okay, now I managed to do it. And get on the right side. And if you don't want to do that, then just shut this and go on the left side. It's a tiny bit slower, but really not a huge difference, so not a big deal. Okay, here we go. Here you want to either butt stomp, that's the safe way, or there's a faster way. Binary found it a few years ago when he randomly returned for one day, that you can just do a RF boost. That's a bit precise. You have to wait a tiny bit here, otherwise it will boost back, and that's not good. Or if you're too late, then you won't get the boost. Okay. Here you want to stand on this platform and get hurt. Then the boss will stand here and you just finish it with the kicks and the rockets. And you also have to shoot here because it fastens the animation, and I suppose that's the end of episode 3. I guess I usually answer any questions, so feel free to ask. But that was it, the episode 3 tutorial.